Stephon Gilmore signs with the New England Patriots. Is that accurate? Is that done?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that, to me, the most staggering deal of the day in a lot of ways. I mean, obviously, the quarterbacks.
Okay, how so? I mean, just because he's an accomplished player? Yeah.
No, New England giving anyone $40 million guaranteed, that has to be the largest signing in Patriots free agent history.
Right.
That they're talking about potentially moving on, perhaps trading Malcolm Butler, the cornerback who single-handedly won them the Super Bowl 2 seasons ago, and then they turn around and paid a division rivals player $14 million a year. It is a very un-Patriot-like move. I guess it speaks to they think he was a player that, in their system, could even out the inconsistencies in his game that existed in Buffalo. He was brilliant at times. He was shaky at times. I'm really surprised they stretched to the degree that they did, even though they had plenty of capital.
You know, it's almost like last year we were all surprised when the Patriots traded Jamie Collins to Cleveland. Right in the middle of the season. You think, they're trying to win the Super Bowl, and they turn around. It's almost done like those kinds of moves embolden them. Say, see, we can do anything we want and still be a Super Bowl team.
We have the magic mayonnaise.
Yes.
We can take the chicken turds, and we actually can make chicken salad out of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, the other thing that I find interesting, Banks, is that when you have the kind of success that they have, when you have this mystique of the coach being the greatest coach in the history of all coaching at any sport, anytime, and I'm not saying he is, but there's that aura. And I don't know, was Adrian Peterson accurately quoted when he suggested he might want to go play for the Patriots? I mean, that's the interesting part. I wonder if every player secretly wouldn't give up money necessarily, but really, if there's one place they'd like to play, boy, I'd like to go to New England and play there.
They seem to know what they're doing.
They seem to have a pretty good idea what's going on. Do you think that's the case?
Yes. I mean, I don't think it's too tricky. I think players will do anything to win. That has been a winning machine for 16 consecutive seasons. You're going to be in the contention, for the Super Bowl in the Final Four, most likely. You're going to play with Brady. Players have been able, lining up and begging for a shot to get in that system and get a little of that magic fairy dust sprinkled on them. Now, they don't usually go anywhere else and do much. The history of players leaving New England and really playing better than they did when they were wearing the Patriots.
Very few, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Very, very few. Martellus Bennett is probably going to find this out, as others have, when he signs inevitably with Oakland or whomever.
And coaches. Coaches don't leave New England and do well elsewhere.
Right. So, I mean, let's not overthink this. Players want to win. They want a chance at a ring, and everyone from a Corey Dillon to a Revis, guys like Chris Long this year with Bennett as well. Everybody wanted to get in that line and find out what it's like to win 12 to 14 games automatically every year.